All right, tonight in the kitchen with DWREXX, we making a honey soy sockeye salmon. All right, here we go, man. Let's start with these ingredients. We got you some of these potatoes. I'm about to make some fresh mashed potatoes from scratch. You already know what it is. Here goes some chopped up asparagus. We got some whipping cream, and we got some sour cream. There's some butter, whole stick. We got some honey right here. We got some soy sauce right here, that less sodium. We got some shallots and some garlic chopped up. Here to start the show, man. We got us some of that Alaskan sockeye salmon. You already know what it is. Let's go. So first you want to get you a pot of water, add you some of that garlic salt in there, to sprinkle away, flavor up that water real good. Once it's flavored up real nicely, once you go ahead and give it a nice stir, turn that heat up a bit, let that water come up to temperature. And then once the water is up to temp, go ahead and add you all your potatoes, man. Try to chop them up evenly so they cook at the same time. Give it a nice little stir once all the potatoes is in that water, man. And then about like 15 minutes or something, they should be soft enough. And then you see how that fork went through that right there? That's when you know that the potatoes is ready. So once it gets to this point, you just go ahead and drain the potatoes and put it back in the pot, and we're about to mash them. So once potatoes is drained, go ahead and add you that stick of butter, a generous amount of that garlic powder, and then follow up with some of that whipping cream, add that sour cream. And then we about to just start mashing away. Went ahead and grabbed me a fork, give it a nice little stir, check that consistency out. All fluffy and nice. They're done now, so I just added me a pinch of salt and just threw them to the side. So let's start these asparagus. Real easy, self-explanatory. Get you that pot that's heated up, add you the asparagus. I got some pepper right here, and I'm gonna follow up with some kosher salt. And then I'll give it olive oil, then give it a nice little mix. Let that heat come up to temp so it can heat up all them asparagus and all them flavors and soak in. And then about like after 5 minutes or so, I went ahead and added me half a lemon to get all the juices out and give it a stir. Let all them flavors combine and be one with each other. And then just stir away, man. And then depending on how you like it, the consistency or the texture of the asparagus, you cook it for a little bit longer or a shorter amount of time. But, I like the asparagus a little soft, so I'm gonna let it sit for a couple more minutes, maybe like 5-10 minutes. You could cover it up as well, and then check the consistency, and then set it to the side, and they ready to go. We got us a pan that's been heating up, added some butter, added some olive oil, let that melt, combine it with the oil so it don't burn. And then once that's all melted, go ahead and add you that shallot and that garlic chopped up in the pan. Then go ahead and give it a nice little stir. And once that's all stirred in, you're gonna smell it, man. Add you some of that soy sauce. Follow up with some of that honey. Give that a nice little stir. Stir it away, man. Let all them flavors come together. Smelling real good. And then go ahead and add you another half of that lemon and stir that up as well. Just let it come together real easy and smooth. And now we're gonna add our fish. Right here I got it seasoned up and ready to go. Fleshed down on a pot. Let it soak up all that flavor we just created right there, For about a couple minutes, let it do its thing. After a couple minutes, come back, check on it. Look how it's looking real good. That's what we want, man. And after that flip, that's what we looking like right there. Yeah, it's already cooked, man. Just, let the other side try to cook through evenly. But a couple more minutes like this and we good to go. I had to give me a little sample, make sure it was looking good. So, yeah, it's tasting good as well. Get you a nice little plate ready to go. I'm laying down a nice bed of the mashed potatoes. Look how fluffy they look, man. Came out good. Every time, never miss. Go ahead and get you a nice little bed of the mashed potatoes. Then we're gonna follow up, top it off with that salmon. Right there on the side, go ahead and add you that asparagus. Very simple. Check it out, man. I hope you like this recipe video. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video.